Hey guys, it is J Star Wars 360 here with some big news. Now, and yes, this is official news. I'm not making this up. I'll have an article in the description if you don't believe me, but in case you haven't heard, they've just confirmed that Wonder Woman is going to be in the Superman and Batman movie. And she's being played by, I'll look up her name right now, but it is Gal Gadot from the Fast and Furious movies. And I'm here with my reaction on it since this news just got announced and like no one has a reaction up yet. Anyway, so my initial reaction is no, you can't do that. And is it because I'm anti-female superhero? No. Is it because I don't like Wonder Woman? No. It's because this is Superman and Batman the movie, not Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman the movie. Like, if you just throw Wonder Woman in the mix, you're just going to have a really unfocused movie. Now, to be fair, they never said that this was going to be a versus movie. They just said this movie was going to have Superman and Batman in it, and that was going to be the focus. I mean, but... And we all just assume versus, and they implied versus, but I don't think you should introduce Wonder Woman in this movie too. Again, it's just going to be really unfocused, and it's going to feel like they're rushing it. Because this movie is going to have to, already it needs to do a couple things. Number one, it needs to continue the story of Superman from Man of Steel. I mean, we can see a lot of him adjusting to civilian life at the Daily Planet, his relationship with Wayne, him reflecting on the events of Man of Steel, where, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but you should have if you're watching this, where he kills Zod. And not only that, but you have to introduce Batman, which there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either build him from the ground up, you can have him already existing, or just coming up. I don't know how, you can either have him be there or set up his origin somehow. I don't know. We won't know until the movie comes out. And then you have to have Superman and Batman meet each other, possibly fight, and become friends. So that's already a lot on your plate. But then you have to set up Wonder Woman's character and bring her into the mix. That's like way too much. Like even for Spider-Man 3 wasn't that much. Now, even this is probably could be worse than Spider-Man 3 because it just feels like they're rushing and just playing catch-up to DC. I mean, with Marvel. I mean, look what Marvel did. They had a very fun, very entertaining standalone movie of Iron Man. Then they did movies setting up each hero, which, while you may not think they were enjoyable, they did the best they could, in my opinion. Like Hulk and Thor. I mean, Hulk, can you honestly Hulk's a tough character to do, and Thor is a tough character to do, but they did the best they could. And then when Avengers came out, you know, it was like, you had all the characters set up so you could just, I mean, they took like a half hour getting together, but the point is you didn't have to go into their origin. They were there, you just had to recruit them, and then went into the plot. And it was fun and exciting to see them together. But this just feels rushed. Like, it's called Superman and Batman. I think we're already excited enough just to see Batman in it. Well, or some people are skeptical, but the point is Batman. This is the first time Superman and Batman are in the movie, which is enough to sell tickets, and enough of a big deal. But for a Wonder Woman in there, it's just going to feel really unfocused. And also, it's going to take away time from Superman and Batman. I mean, Superman and Batman in a movie together. I mean, the execution's probably going to be sloppy, but, you know, it would at least be interesting to see them in a movie together, which has never happened. I mean, it's happened in comics, it's happened in film, it's happened in video games. No, and by film, I mean TV. That's what I meant, TV, not film. But, boys, it's never happened in film. And Wonder Woman's going to take away from that. You need to gradually bring them in. Otherwise, this is just going to feel like Justice League Part 1. And, again, Wonder Woman should have her own movie. She shouldn't be in this one. And this also raises the question, is Batman, and because Affleck just said this is going to be an older, wiser Batman, which begs the question, was Batman around during the events of Man of Steel? Was Wonder Woman around during the events of Man of Steel? If so, where were they when aliens were invading the Earth? Like, seriously, where were they? What were they doing this whole time? Or were they, maybe they were fighting it, but in another part of the world, but I don't know. But let me explain something to you, DC. You don't need to have Wonder Woman in here to set up for Justice League. On Cartoon Network, many years ago, they had a Justice League cartoon. And in said cartoon, they brought all the first pilot episode, which was like 3 parts, like about an hour and a half, 20 minutes long. Hour and a half long, I mean. They set up the entire Justice League, most of which their debut was in that episode. Superman had a TV series, Batman had a TV series, they had done like a crossover episode, I think, at one point. But point is, though, they just set up the 2 big guys, and then they just brought in everyone else, and it worked fine. I don't understand why you need to bring in Wonder Woman. Just look at Cartoon Network again. They didn't need to set up. You just introduced our main characters, and then you brought in everyone else. Why can't DC do it that way? It's just going to feel very rushed. Now, you're probably thinking, I'm not going to go see this film because of this news. And the answer is, I am going to go see it. And not because I expect it to be good, but I just want to see how terrible it's going to be. Like, there's every now and then you get those movies that are so enjoyable, bad that they're enjoyable. And I don't know if this is going to be Batman and Robin territory, which I haven't seen, but I've heard it's really stupid and laughably bad. But this clusterfuck of a movie with Superman, Batman, and now Wonder Woman rushing to catch up to DC, along with the ridiculous over-the-top action, will lead to one entertaining mess. And yeah, those are my thoughts on Wonder Woman. This is a terrible choice, but DC's already been screwing up enough. And I am curious to see what this disaster will look like. And yeah, those are my thoughts. So, Wonder Woman and Man of Steel, no, Steel 2, a.k.a. Superman and Batman, a.k.a. we don't know what the fuck the title is. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm really disappointed because I really wanted to see the Superman and Batman he-she with just Superman and Batman in the cafe. Although now Wonder Woman's going to be in there too, which will be interesting. Wonder if they'll have to move the cafe to the Watchtower for the Justice League issue. Anyway, regardless, leave your thoughts on Wonder Woman in the comments below. And subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Like this video if you like it, and dislike it if you didn't like it. Although, if you do that, just please leave a comment saying why you didn't like it. And yeah, those are my thoughts. No, I'm just going to sign off, okay? JStar360 signing out. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.